Bryant. Cowboys executive VP says Dez's outbursts, quote, can be a distraction. So you see, you in or out on Dez Bryant succeeding if he gets a change of scenery?
No, I'm out.
Out.
No, I believe he's best served in Dallas. The reason why he wears number 88 because he loves Michael Irvin. And Michael Irvin had all kind of outbursts on the sideline. It didn't seem to be no distraction then. You know when it's a distraction? When you're not that good and you're not performing. I'm out, though, as far as a change of scenery would be best for Dez.
I understand that there's always a risk when you change franchises and you lose the cachet that you have with the team. We saw that with Adrian Peterson when he went from the Vikings to the Saints. I'm in on this, though, because I think Dez needs to lose that cachet. I think if there's any chance he has of reclaiming, and more important than reclaiming what he once was, forcing himself to learn more than he has dedicated himself to learn his time in the league thus far, it'd be with a team where he doesn't have the ability to kind of rest on what he's accomplished. So I'm in on Dez being better off with a change of scenery.
All right, moving on to the Vikings. Despite leading Minnesota all the way to the NFC Championship game, Case Keenum says he has not been given any indication as to whether or not he'll be back next season. Nick, are you in or out on Vikings bringing back Case Keenum?
I'm absolutely in. I think you bring back Case, I think you bring back Teddy Bridgewater, and I think you let them fight it out in training camp to be the starting quarterback. I think you can do both of those relatively cheaply, and we'll see who's better. We'll see once Teddy is fully rehabbed, get him some preseason reps, get Case. He doesn't need as many preseason reps, but get him in it and see who can play better. But I would bring him back, and I would see if he could recapture what he had the latter half of this season, where he was one of the better quarterbacks in this league.
And if the Vikings continue to improve the offensive line, I believe that Sam Bradford is also an option. Mike Zimmer is an old-school coach. He does not believe you lose your starting position because of injury. So I believe they'll have an open competition, and they will definitely bring back Case and one of the other quarterbacks. I think right now it's Case and Teddy Bridgewater to be the favorite for that competition 2018.
All right, moving on to Blake Bortles. He led the Jags to the AFC title game, throwing 21 touchdowns this season. He's still Blake Bortles, though. Says he'd be thrilled to be back next season. Shocker. CC, you in or out on the Jaguars bringing Bortles back?
Oh, I'm out. I believe that there's too many quarterbacks going to be available that can throw the ball, that have more experience than Blake Bortles. Yeah, I understand his playoff record is 2-1. Yes, but when you needed them in the fourth quarter, there's too many guys. Alex Smith potentially available. Sam Bradford potentially available. No. I'm out on Blake Bortles.
I'm out as well, and you took the words out of my mouth. The only quarterback that I would add to that list would have been Eli Manning, but Dave Gettleman and the Giants have said they are bringing him back, so no Eli-Tom Coughlin reunion. But the one I'm looking for is Alex Smith. Alex Smith on this Jags team makes them the favorite in the AFC South, even with Deshaun Watson and Andrew Luck potentially coming back next year. It makes them a very dangerous team. They don't need a great quarterback in Jacksonville. They do need a quarterback you can trust.
Yeah, they either need another wide receiver or a tight end, too, because you can't get it done with the skilled guys they have.
They have the best wide receiver coming back, though.
It don't matter. He come back from a knee injury, all right? So they need a tight end who's a receiving threat, and they still need another wide receiver because none of those guys scare you.
All right, moving on to Le'Veon Bell. He's a free agent entering this offseason, and reports are he could be heading to the highest bidder. According to Peter King, the Raiders could be a serious contender to sign him. Nick, are you in or out on Le'Veon Bell succeeding if he ends up with the Raiders?
I'm out. Le'Veon Bell's a very good football player, so I think, yes, he would do well in Oakland, but not as well as he'd do in Pittsburgh. I don't know why he would want to leave Pittsburgh. I don't know why
He can't get a long-term contract.
Yeah, they're not going to give him maybe the exact long-term. The Steelers offered him a long-term contract before, just not one that he felt was equitable to his skill set, because he wants to be played like the running back and the wide receiver. The best position for him to succeed, I believe, is in Pittsburgh. Like the idea that they don't want him, they just don't want him at $14 million a year moving forward.
Yeah, if you up your salary, all right, Fox is not going to want you, all right? They want you right now, but if you get in a price range where you've exceeded that, then Yeah, you'd be better off going somewhere else, like
Right.
where you can be comfortable and be happy. Le'Veon Bell is not going to be happy in Pittsburgh not being compensated more than Antonio Brown. And that's not going to happen. So I'm in with him going to Oakland because I believe that John Gruden also, with Carr, would be a great match for his career. And he can get those dollars.
Also the Benjamins.
I think he's going to get paid no matter where he goes.
All right. And finally, the Giants have hired Vikings offensive coordinator Pat Shurmur to be their new head coach. It was a disappointing season for the G-men, going 3-13 with OBJ missing most of the year with that ankle injury. CC, are you in or out on Odell Beckham Jr. dominating under Pat Shurmur?
Yeah, I don't care who they have. They could have Fred Flintstone. The dude's going to be ready. I mean, he's training. He is motivated to get back to the level where he was. He realized how much he loves football and really missed football with the injury that he had in 2017. Yes, but Pat Shurmur. We all need a system and need help. I'm glad some fresh ideas. And then also, Stephon Diggs and Adam Thielen have already told OBJ, man, you're going to love this guy because his creativity and the matchups that he puts you in week in and week out.
Right. I think this is a great fit for Odell in particular, so I'm in on this. Now, the biggest component of Odell dominating is going to be if they go with a rookie quarterback or if they do not. Odell probably hopes they have one more year of Eli as Odell comes back from this injury. I don't want the football world to forget how great a healthy Odell Beckham Jr. is. I think the new
We're
head
sure
coach,
you're not going to let him.
What?
I said we're sure you're not going to
either.
let him.
I mean, he's been outstanding, and he was their best player over the last 3 years prior to the injury. So I'm excited to see Odell back, and I'm excited to see him with the coach outside of Ben McAdoo.
Good, you're both in on that one. All right, take a break. Coming up, you're not going to believe what Kevin Durant just said. Next on First Things First. He literally just said it
I believe it.
5 minutes ago.
Capella ain't old body.